The environment is often talked about in scientific terms. But you don't have to be a scientist to feel emotion when you see this. Emotion that can motivate you to buy products that are good for the environment.
We focus on clean beauty products, personal care, cleaning, and household goods for refill.
But as I learned during my time with Zero Waste store owner Brittany Isley,
I mean, eco-friendly, sustainable can really mean anything.
you have to look beyond the label.
What's sustainable about this? Is it the box that it's packaged in? Is it the product itself? Is it how it's made? I mean, we don't know. It just says sustainable. That's where, unfortunately, we kind of have to take the time ourselves to verify what those things actually mean.
She vets everything sold in her store to make sure it is truly good for the environment. For example, a company might be able to just put these logos on and say
so take them with a grain of salt, right? Because anyone can put anything, for the most part, like this on their box. You don't actually know that it's true. I mean, it could say plastic free, but it very well could be wrapped in a plastic bag inside of here, which you would never know.
When you go to the store, I mean, how often do you see things and you see it being marketed as green and just knowing what you know it isn't?
I mean, all the time.
The Federal Trade Commission says companies that market their products as green and eco-friendly need to be telling the truth. But University of Denver business professor Jack Buffington told me broad terms like sustainable can be hard to define, and that opens the door for greenwashing.
Greenwashing is officially defined as a plan of disinformation to convince a consumer that something is more sustainable than it's not.
There are cases like Kohl's and Walmart. This year, both reached multi-million-dollar settlements with the federal government for selling home goods they said were made of bamboo when they were actually made of a synthetic fiber.
Yeah, so it just becomes so silly that companies can say whatever they want because people don't understand these terms like organic. And some company actually marketed that their water is organic. And if you understand anything about chemistry, you would know that organic means carbon-based, water is CO or H2O. It's not exactly organic.
He worries companies with massive supply chains that rely on trucks, planes, and ships to move their products are too big to live up to promises like cutting down on carbon footprints because customers aren't ready to handle the costs that would come with change.
And we often blame the companies, or I think the consumers have to look in the mirror at themselves as well. Consumers want to hear about products that are green, but they don't necessarily want to pay the price for it yet.
While the environmental issues of our time can't be solved overnight or just with one person, Brittany believes in doing our part.
So, one person bringing in and refilling their laundry soap is better than one person not doing that. And if there's 100 people doing that, then really you're going to see more changes.